Why is women's history important to you?
Women's history is important to me because women are the backbone of our community, of our families, and they're very strong leaders.
Who are some of the women who inspire or have inspired you, and why?
My mother, definitely. She was a great inspiration. She showed that you could come from a rough place, but as long as you had love and you had faith, anything could be overcome. I think being a strong single mom and raising individual children, that there could be 10 of us and yet we're so different and unique. And she pushed us to be special in our own way, and she cheered us on. And that's probably the best example I have as a woman. I think someone that would come close to that would probably just be my own sisters. Uh, they're, they were, they each gave me something important and made me feel loved, made me feel valued. They lifted me up, I think, when I felt like I couldn't go up anymore. They were some of the best supporters, and they continue to be some of the best supporters I have. Those are probably the strongest women I know.
It's amazing. How has women history been represented in Friona?
I think it's been represented, in my opinion, I believe it's just really strong and represented strongly. I see women in government. I see the female woman who's running the municipal court, the female women who have run the Justice of the Peace. I look at Dr. Ray, who is our superintendent. I think of the principals that have been females, strong females, running our schools, taking care of our children. I see doctors, Suzanne Bunker, who was a doctor here in town, and she was just an amazing woman, and she was strong. I saw it represented, I think, from when I was little. When I was a little girl and wanted to grow up to be a judge, just like Judge Mace. Just a strong, educated, how can I say that? Just a well-fitting woman for that position, and she did it with such dignity and grace. So I've seen it all around me throughout my whole life, which has been beautiful.
You've been very blessed. What are some ways that you celebrate Women's History Month?
I would like to celebrate it with a big chocolate cake that has my name on it. I think as a former educator, one thing we did is we spotlighted tons of women, tons of Americans. We would even bring in international women, because sometimes you want to see the population of our school have someone to look up to. If I have young children from different countries, you want to give them that positive role model that someone from your country can grow up and do amazing things. And I think that was more embedded as I was a teacher, and that's how it was celebrated. But I kind of believe that we celebrate women on a daily basis, and it really doesn't have to be set in a month. It's done continuously, even in our own community.
In your opinion, how can others be an ally for women and other marginalized groups?
I think as people, we need to remember we all bring different values, different opinions. They're each important. They each can play a role, an important role in our community. I think just being accepting and understanding that maybe one thing that someone can do, maybe a woman could possibly also do. I just think we just need to see the equal value of women. We really do. And we need to remember that they are just as important, and their voice is just as beautiful and just as powerful as anybody else's.
Who is your favorite female historical figure?
historical. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's quite a few. Um, I'd probably get a little biblical, and I would like go back to the history of the Bible, and I would think of Queen Esther.
What is it about her?
Well, Esther was married to a king, but she was also a Jew, and the people, King Xerxes, I believe, his people, some of his people did not like Jews. But it took her to break the law, to risk her life, to risk death, to save her people. Out of love for them, out of wanting them to continue to grow, she did something that most people wouldn't do. She stood up when it was best for women to be quiet and not speak, and it was unheard of. And she spoke, and she saved her nation. And she did it without second thought. It was just something she knew she had to do.
What can other people do to support you and others as a woman?
Ooh, be kind. Be kind. Women, not all women, some women wear their hearts on their sleeve. I think I'm a big one. Sometimes just giving us a little grace, a lot of support, and maybe just being a cheerleader or an advocate for us. I think sometimes just that's all we need. Sometimes we just need that. You are doing a wonderful job. Keep it up. Just that support and encouragement, that goes a long way.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.